I love making picture books because I like telling stories. I wouldn't necessarily say that I always had a pencil in my hand or anything. I've definitely always been creative. Actually, I used to play a lot with Lego when I was a kid. In some ways, that's kind of taught me something about aesthetics. I remember playing with a friend of mine who, whenever he would build his spaceships, there would be lots of different coloured blocks, and mine would always be perfect, all the same coloured blocks, and the colour schemes were always really considered. And I guess that's kind of carried through in my drawings. I'm Marc Martin, I'm an artist, I'm an illustrator, and I make picture books. I do like drawing nature. I like drawing animals. At the moment I've been drawing lots of jungles, lots of exotic animals, birds. I think there's just something about the denseness of forests and jungles which interests me. Yeah, there's just something about the busyness of them and also the colour palettes. I really like greens and blues for some reason. I like to use a lot of textures as well. So I'll use a mix of mediums. I'll use pencil, I'll use gouache, watercolour, just to add interest. I sort of found myself working as a graphic designer during the day, and then at night I would sort of come home and start doing these personal projects. And that's how my first books came about, one of them being A Forest and the other one being the A to Z Curious Explorers book. A River is a book about a girl who's imagining herself being carried away on this river. The river starts off in the city, then it goes through farmland, an industrial landscape, through to the jungle, and then out into the ocean. Children can see how all of those landscapes are connected by one watercourse. Apart from books, I've also been involved in digital projects, such as Big Beautiful World. Big Beautiful World is one big landscape that you can zoom into and explore different facets of that landscape. It is a different process to the way I normally work. I have worked a lot more on the computer with Big Beautiful World. I try and make sure that there's still a tactile element to it. So a lot of that will involve scanning in textures or painting by hand. So there's always a handmade element to my work. Making picture books isn't something that I do as a job. I do it because I love it and I wouldn't know what else to do. I hope my books can encourage imagination and let people dream.